So here's my 2 cents on gossip for the week. I have seen too often where gossip has hurt a staff and it's hurt the families that we're serving. So I'm going to talk about both of those really briefly. When it comes to families we're serving, just recently I saw where this happened, where a gentleman died and there was so much gossip surrounding his cause of death and what had happened, and taking these stories and becoming these huge elaborate things. And with social media and with everything available now, it really reflects back and hits the family. And so during this fragile time, it really does upset them, and we see it firsthand, and we almost want to do something and stop it, but it's not like we can go, tell people to delete their Facebook posts or tell people to shut their mouths and stop talking. That's up to the family, and it's up to their friends, and it's up to the people that, are close and know and love them. But we do sometimes want to step in and shelter the families, and we want to protect them and keep all that evil away from them. And I wish that I had words to say that were easier things that we could do, but just trying to really draw their attention to where their focus should be, and talking to those other key players that maybe you have contact with in terms of how to keep the focus there is always a good idea. Now, gossip within the staff. So depending if you have a larger staff, you get these gossipy people who start talking bad about, one or two other staff members, and it kind of snowballs from there, where you get a divide in the staff and you get this really bad culture within your staff. I'm big on the whole culture within staff right now. I think it's such a driving force. It's such a huge thing when it comes to having a good staff, having a good outlook coming into work, and in turn getting good work ethic and work volume from your staff. And I think working on your culture within your staff is the baseline of where you have to start. Because if you show any tolerance for people talking about each other and negativity, then it's going to breed and it's going to fester and it's going to happen. And everybody's not going to get along. It's just never going to happen within businesses. People are always going to maybe not click. I know that I've had several people over the years that I start working with, and I'm just like, I'm trying here. We don't click, but you can find a common ground. But if that is there, if there's any kind of tolerance there that breeds a negativity, it's super easy to start talking to another staff member about that person you don't click with. So if the option is not there to do that because it's shown that tolerance is not there, it's not going to happen. So it's one of those, it starts at the top and trickles its way down. So if the top management creates a good culture, shows that it's not tolerated, it's not going to build and happen as frequently. It's always going to happen once in a while, but if your base is there, and if you've created this foundation that works, then you're going to have a much more successful work atmosphere and much more successful low gossip situation. So take care of the families you're serving, protect them in every way that you can, but you can't get mixed in with the gossip. But it's always going to be there. It's hurtful and it's crazy and it's words, and luckily some families just protect themselves from it, where they just try not to listen to it. But hopefully, you can create a safe place for them during the time that they can focus and do what they need to do. And that also starts by having a staff that's kind of on the same page, a staff that's not going to gossip about each other or about the families you're serving. So they're not talking bad about the families you're serving. They're not talking bad about people that come in your funeral home, and they're being tolerant and accepting and supportive of anybody that walks in, whether they, smell bad or look bad or are the town drunk, or, maybe they're, I don't know, the slutty person in town, whatever it is, it doesn't need to be bred within your funeral home. So remember that, enforce it, live by it. So talk to you guys later. Bye.